Hello, Nancy Gallinaro, Utilities Director for City of Northport. Brand new as of February of this year. I'm one of those people whose U-Haul was packed up and dropped off in Northport, from Maine, though. Very happy to be here. So I'm just going to give you an update on an important program that we have, which of course is our expansion program. In December of 2020, Commission approved to move forward with the design of the Water Wastewater Expansion Master Plan. In May of 21, Utilities received approval from Commission to move forward with the design of Phase 1, which we're going to show you, Blue Ridge Salford North. In December, Commission determined a maximum cost for existing homeowners should be $5,235 or current capacity fee and meter fee to connect to water and wastewater. Our staff, my staff, was tasked with establishing and modifying an ordinance for finance, for prepayment options, and also a hardship program. That now is with our legal department. And May 10th, we went forward to Commission, and they gave us approval for the procurement of a vacuum station property. And the design of Phase 1 is in progress for the new vacuum pump station, anticipated to be completed in about a year, and then we have about 3 or 4 months for the submission and award of the contract build. So this is an example of the master plan. We actually have 29 sewer sheds, which is pretty extensive. So out of those 29, it was up to our engineer to determine what would be the best to move forward with, and that was Phase 1, or Blue Ridge Salford North. And in there were 1,570 total lots, which we learned a little bit about earlier, about all these lots that we have. 558 currently vacant. 10 parcels out of that were identified as potential vacuum station locations. Using some pretty good criteria, including the density of this particular area and its proximity to our sewer system, they ranked 5 properties. The first property, we were unable to procure the property, but on C, that you hopefully can see in that drawing, that was the property that we chose, the property that was approved, and the one that we're going forward with. So with that, my short little piece, they're always a tough act to follow.
Well, to your point, I was actually a candidate at the time, and I ran on septic to sewer conversion and got elected. So,
yeah, there you go.
You know, maybe it wasn't that bad. One thing that I was curious, I thought there was a misprint on the slide, because I've been following this on, you know, the costing in Northport. I was hearing numbers in the 20s and low 30s. Then I saw 52, and I said, maybe they forgot a 1. Maybe you got it down to 15. I would be curious, maybe not in this setting, but if your staff, I'd like to know, is this price unique to the certain section you're doing, so there was some cost benefit there, or if this will be the number for all your areas? I was just curious, how did you go from 20s and 30s to 52? I was shocked.
There are a lot of factors behind that, and I wish I could recite those. Maybe Jason's going to come up and... My apologies, that's all still pretty new to me. But.
Yeah, that's okay.
I would just say, while Jason is coming up, pre-COVID, pre-supply chain issues,
yes.
Our estimate of what it would cost to hook up every lot in the city of Northport was $950 million.
Because our cost is soup to nuts. We do the work on the person's property. We do the connection, abandon the septic, and so on.
Yeah.
Jason Yarborough, Assistant City Manager of the City of Northport. Again, thank you so much for the opportunity to come and speak with you all today. So we've identified water and sewer connection costs per house on average about $32,000. And what we've, so on the sewer side of the house, it's more like $20-something thousand. So what we proposed and worked with City Commission is to identify surtax money to supplement that. The cost is the cost. It's who pays it and how you fund it. And also, I had great success when I was a utility director in another life of using, going out to the voters and going neighborhood by neighborhood and having them vote on self-assessments. And some people will and some people won't, but it's also another good funding source for that as well.
So you said you're subsidizing it with other tax dollars?
Yeah, surtax. It's a surtax money, yeah.
Okay.
Y'all have that's one of the primaries that we have for our capital projects y'all have a lot of tools in the toolbox that we don't necessarily have because we're not a county.
Okay, because
yeah.
I know, we're regulating, there's certain monies we can use for certain work that we perform. So now that you mentioned, maybe the city has more flexibility than we do in how we use tax dollars.
We'd give a right arm and a leg for some of the tools that you have.
Yeah.
Is it your portion of sales tax from Charlotte, from?
Yeah, it's our 1 cent, it's our penny sales tax, which is coming up in November for a vote.
Yeah, because our penny is tied to specific bundle of projects, which is not sewer, so we can't stray from what the voters voted on.
Yeah. Ours has some more flexibility.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting.
That's why he's got that prominent penny on
Yeah.
his bill there. That's,
Yeah.
Please, for those who are listening, vote, however you're going to vote in November for on the surtax.
So you're going to dedicate that going forward for all sewer expansion? Because that'll leave that money not unavailable for other things.
Not all of it, but there's a lot of projects, and surtax was one of those that was identified as a way to offset the cost
Thank you,
to the residents.
yes, Commissioner White.
Is that me? Like, thank goodness we're civilized. We have our sewers. And